It's so easy to think big, but when we are working, when we are taking action, it's not that easy to work according to the plan all the time. Hey everybody, welcome back to another video of the Ask Farhan show. Today we have our question from Umme Roman, and that is that how can we stick to a goal? It's important that we should stick to a goal in order to achieve it. But the most important thing is that we should have a goal, because I know people, I have been interacting with most of the students, and at the end I found out that they do not have a plan. They have not yet set their target of their life, the purpose of their life, that what exactly do they want to do in their life. The foremost thing is to decide. Think about that. What is the purpose of your life? What are the things that you want to achieve in this short life? What exactly you want to do? First decide that. And then the second part would be that how to stick to a goal. So for most of the people who do not have their goal, who do not have a proper roadmap of their life, they do not know about the destination, that what do they want to achieve and where do they want to go. If they do not know that, so of course there would be no roadmap. First part is that we all should decide the goal, and the second part would be, which Umer Roman is asking right now, that how can we stick to our goal. Well, I can give you a few suggestions, and I assure you that these suggestions are going to help you in every single goal of your life. And it doesn't matter that at what age you are, what type of the situation it is applicable in all the condition. Number one lesson would be just decide what is your plan and divide your plan into two parts. The first part would be the actions, the second part would be time. Now, what tiny actions you are going to do in what specified time period. Let me elaborate that. Whatever is your plan, just decide it how many years, months, decades it's going to take to fulfill, or might be weeks or days. Let's suppose it's going to take 1 year. So it's not like just think about that I'm going to achieve that plan. Instead, divide that plan into tiny small action which are packed in the small time boxes. For instance, 1 year, it means just divide your plan into 12 parts. So what exactly you're going to achieve in the first month, then second month, third month, fourth month. Divide your one big plan into small chunks of the months. Then what exactly you're going to do in every week. In the first month, in first week, this would be my target. In second week, I would do that. Third week, fourth week, same as to move on till the 52nd or 51st week. And then what exactly you're going to do on every day. Divide your goal into daily actions. Now, day is the time, and the action that you're going to do is the second part, which is the action part. So, divide your goal into two parts. What tiny actions you are going to take in what chunk of time. So, what would you do in the day one? What would you do in the day two? And evaluate yourself at the end of the day, that did you really work according to the plan or not? Because if you could not fulfill your plan today, you could not work on your plan today. So, of course, you're going to find out the delay later on. Or the other thing could be that tomorrow you're going to work more dedicatedly and you're going to put double effort to achieve or to stick to the target that you have decided already. So, the first part is to make the roadmap, make a chart divided into the days, into hours, into weeks, months, or years, a decade, whatever it is you plan accordingly. Number two would be, when you are deciding about your plan, you have to be specific. I have seen people that they always go general. That in the first month I will do this part, second month I'll do that part. For instance, if I say that I want to become a cricketer, let's suppose, so I can say in the first month I will join a coaching center, and the second month I will might be go for the trials and the step. No, it's not like that. Which coaching center? Is it really close to your place? And how would you go there? How many hours you're going to spend there? How many days you're going to spend there? And what would be the strategy later on? So just be specific. Don't go general that you're going to do that. It's making a general plan won't help you, but be specific about the things that you have decided you want to achieve. when it comes to going to be specific, the third part would be that you should decide your goals which are also achievable. Let me tell you one thing. When we are thinking, it's so easy to think big, but when we are working, when we are taking action, it's not that easy to work according to the plan all the time. I have seen people that when they are in the planning part, they plan this much because it's so easy to think. It's so easy to not to understand your capabilities and to think outside the box. It's so easy, but to act outside the box, but to act more dedicatedly is so difficult. No, so what people do, they plan this much, and at the end they don't get the result at this level because result would be at this level, let's suppose. So they are going to get themselves discouraged. Don't get discouraged. When you're in the planning part, make your plan as minimum as possible. For instance, if you believe that you are going to do achieve 3 levels of your plan in the day one, so I would suggest you don't just plan the 3 levels on day one. Just consider the first level would get done in the day one. Even if you believe that you would have more time, no problem. If you would get more time, you can do that. But in the planning part, try to stick to the minimum action because it's planning. And after that, I would also suggest you that try not to share your plan with most of the people. Now you should share your plan with the people who are sincere with you, who are quite close to you. They could be your family members, they could be your friends, but not with everybody, every stranger you meet and every single interaction that you have with the people. Try not to do it, because do not make it your habit that you are telling people about your plan. I'm just saying that because the psychology says that when we share our plan with anybody, with someone, so we get the same satisfaction, same feeling of satisfaction that we should get once we actually do that. Let's suppose if I want to go abroad, if I want to go to, let's suppose, America after 6 months, and today I'm sharing it with a stranger that I'm going to America after 6 months. The level of satisfaction, of achievement that I'm getting right now, that's exactly the one that I would get after 6 months once I will achieve that. That's what psychology says. So if you're getting satisfied with this with this feeling, and you are actually trying to convince other people and to get the sense of achievement by sharing it with other people, this thing will make you less determined on your plan because you are already getting satisfied. Do not get satisfied until unless you have not achieved it. And also, why you have to share it with your family members, with the friends, because it's important that you should have your support with the people. For instance, if it's the family, you should communicate your plan to your family members, tell them the benefit, tell them why you are doing that, explain it to them, and take them on your side. If they are all at the opposition, they are not supporting you, they are not in the favor of your idea, of course they are going to discourage you. So important thing is that your social what we call to that your social gathering, and the social support is really gonna keep you encouraged, is gonna help you to stay encouraged about your plan. So it's important that you should take everybody on board, that you are doing it. They should support you, because if they are not supporting you, that becomes a bit of the trouble. So stick to one thing. You're going to share it only and only with your close members and with those who are really sincere with you. And other than that, when you're meeting with the people who are telling you that the goal that you have is not achievable, they are also discouraging you. So try to stay or hang out with the people who are really positive, who are motivating you, or who are the example that they have done it. If they have done it, so I can also do that. What happened when we just start sitting with the negative people, when we start hanging out with those people who are the losers, or who are just thinking at the negative side of the picture, that you can't do that, they are continuously telling you, just try not to meet or hang out with those people as I mean, quite often. So just avoid those people. Stick to those people who have done this thing, or who are encouraging you, who are really positive about the plan. You have to stick to those people. Then you have to be consistent. Consistency and persistency are required. I've explained it already. Consistency means when you're doing a task again and again. For instance, if you're brushing up your teeth, that's the consistency. But persistency means it's not just a repetitive task, but you're also facing a lot of problems to achieve it. You're facing failures, there are hurdles, there are problems, troubles, and everything, and you're trying to tackle that. That's the persistency. So be consistent, keep doing that, and be persistent, because doesn't matter whatever is the problem you're facing, you have to do that. That's persistency. And by consistency, I would suggest you to make it your routine. You just make it your routine. And people say that every single act that you do, it usually takes, the research says that it usually takes 15 to 254 days. If you continuously keep doing one thing from 15 to 254 days, it becomes your habit. Let's suppose if somebody wants to get smarter, and he has decided that I have to go for the morning walk. So if he goes for the morning walk for 15 days, so from 15 days to 254 days, after that, it would become the habit. He won't feel satisfied if he's not going for the morning walk, and that would become the part of his life, because now it's his habit. So just try to make the actions that you require to achieve your goal as your habit. And that would take some time, approximately 254 days at max. That's what research says. So stick to that. Consistency, persistency are required. And I believe if you just follow these steps that I have shared with you, you are definitely going to get the benefit, and you will stick to your goal, inshallah. My best wishes are for you, and I want to see all of you successful, and you will, inshallah. I hope I have answered your question. If not, you can ask another question for elaboration. And if it's enough, then thank you so very much for asking the question. So we will meet again in the next video. Till then, take care, stay blessed. Bye bye. Allah Hafiz.